Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. But first of all, give us an update on what you made of Zelenskyy's address then. We've got this emergency NATO summit happening, and for the first time, President Biden over in Europe since the war broke out.
Thank you for having me and also for your support, especially the UK support. I can give you some update on situation and what's going on in Ukraine this month in almost every region of Ukraine. We are living from air raid siren to air raid siren. On average, Ukrainians have to go down to the bomb shelters 4 times per day or night. That's minimum. And if we are talking about Kiev and the most war-damaged regions, people live in bomb shelters there and have to go there almost every 2 hours. So I think that the words of Volodymyr Zelenskyy and his statements, remark, and the way he describes in some way this situation. And moreover, yesterday, Ukrainian Center for Countering Disinformation warned us about possible chemical attack. And in the 21st century, and developed countries, well-developed countries, it's unbelievable, unimaginable situation. And we have to deal with it. If we are talking about Western Ukraine, in some countries and even in Ukraine, it was considered as a safe haven, but it's no longer the case because Ukraine is under fire. All the territory is under fire. For example, if we are talking about Zakarpattia region, which was considered as the safest one and which shares borders with Hungary, Slovakia, and Romania, there a couple of days ago, group of Russian saboteurs and infiltration group has been detected and detained. Here, as you also know, in Western Ukraine and also in Lviv, where it's like a point of meeting for all the groups who want to leave Ukraine and emigrate. In Lviv, missile attack on the International Center for Peacekeeping and Security, and also an attack on aircraft repair plant took place. So it's not safe here as it's considered to be. But I have also good news update on Kiev. As you also may know, apartment buildings, residential complexes, and shopping centers are being constantly targeted and destroyed by Russian forces. But yesterday, the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine informed that Ukrainian forces have pushed Russian army back to about 55 kilometers east and northeast from Kiev, which is quite good.
Alicia, that's tactically what is going on. Practically, you've got to live in those conditions. Could you just tell me personally what it is like having to cope in war conditions and trying to lead a life? How badly are you affected?
Yeah, it's difficult to leave this situation as a journalist, as a person, because simultaneously you have to worry about your family. Mine, for example, lives close to the Kharkiv region, which is affected. Also, as a journalist, I need to remain unbiased. I need to remain journalist. And of course, it's difficult. And when we are talking about working under these conditions, for example, when we started to do it, when we relocated to Western Ukraine, we had to interrupt our television marathon and go to the bomb shelters. And as I said, it happened like 4 or 5 times per day. So it's a huge stress we are going through. But now I would say that we cope with it, we adapted, and good news for Western Ukraine. Yesterday we had no air raid alerts, and now you can see shining brightly, and I can even work from outside talking to you.
Well, we must end on a note of optimism there then, Alicia Titarenko. Really good to get that update from you. Stay safe and thanks for coming on the show.